we are going to draw square thread today. Threads are used to screw in and out a nut on the bolt. So we have external square thread which are found on the bolt. You can see them. We also have internal threads which are found inside the bolt. We have V and square thread, but we are only going to draw a square thread. So drawing square thread, you can use any method you know, and I will show you the method I know. And the method I know, it needs to be drawn when the thread is vertical. So, as I said, we have external square thread, this external square thread we have a left and also a right hand. When you screw in, sometimes, most of the time, you screw in clockwise. When you screw out, you screw anti-clockwise. So, right-handed is when you screw in, you screw clockwise. Left-handed is when you screw in, you screw anti-clockwise. So, you need to understand how to draw the left hand and the right hand. We won't be talking about screwing clockwise or anti-clockwise. We'll be talking about left hand or right hand. Under external, those threads are found on the bolt. Internal are found inside a nut. So, the method which I'm going to show you, when we talk about left hand, it means your square thread is going to rise from right to left. This rise from right to left, whereas this one is going to rise from left to right. So for internal, square thread, you also as well have a left and also right hand, whereby under a left hand, this one is the opposite of that one, meaning this, it will rise from left to right. This one will rise from right to left. So before you can start drawing your square thread, you must understand which thread are you drawing. Are you drawing external or are you drawing internal? If you are drawing external, is it a left hand or a right hand? If you are drawing internal, is it a left hand or a right hand? So that you can able to understand how does it rise. We are together on that one. So we are going to use this information to draw. Today we are going to draw external. Internal, we'll see it later. We are going to draw external left So you are given the following details. The screw, let me write length once. The length of the screw will be 120 millimeters. A pitch will be 20 millimeters, and nominal diameter, this is a nominal diameter, 80 millimeters. So I will be explaining and you will be drawing. As I said, our square thread will be vertically, therefore I need a vertical center line, which my vertical center line will be this one. That's my center line. First, I will take a diameter. This is my nominal diameter, 80. Using construction line, you draw your nominal diameter. Meaning from here to here, it will be 40. From there to there, it will be 40 to give us a nominal diameter of 80 using construction line. From there, also using construction line, you draw the length of your square thread. This distance, this one there, this is your nominal diameter. Using construction line. This one, again, it's your length. Draw. you must draw a little bit faster. So, from there, the next step, you must take your pitch, you divide it by 2. When you take your pitch, you divide it by 2, what do you get? You get 10. Eh? So always you must take your pitch, you divide it by 2 to get the divisions. Those divisions, you make them from the bottom end. You must also make them from the top end. You only need 4 divisions going up and 4 divisions going down on both sides. So let me make my divisions. Even here, you must also measure from there to there. You must also measure pitch divided by 2. From this edge towards the center, this one is pitch over 2. All these divisions is pitch over 2, pitch over 2. So after making this one pitch over 2, you draw a downwards line with using a fade line. Same applies this side. You measure pitch over 2. This distance there is also pitch over 2. Even this one there, even that one there, even this one there, also that one there. Pitch over 2. So all this, you must have 4 divisions. You must have 4 divisions, even at the bottom, there must be 4. How is the square third going to rise? How is it going to rise? Sorry? Right to left. From right to left. Serious? It's going to rise from right to left, ne? Because it's left-handed, as indicated here, left hand, and it's also external. You understand it? So meaning it's going to rise from right to left. And remember, this information, you need to know it. The one which you will be given is this one. This is a question. So this is the information you need to know. So okay, it's going to rise from right, the right side is this side. So it will rise from the corner to the first division. Because if I can take it from there to there, that is not rising. So there it rises. Even on the other side, it must rise. So okay, look here. From the bottom, the first one there, we have a triangle. Can you see the triangle? So I'm going to skip the triangle. I'm going to start with the rectangle. After the triangle, I have a rectangle. So that first rectangle, I make it bold. I make it bold, the first rectangle. After making this rectangle bold, I skip the next rectangle and I make the last rectangle bold. What I've done here, I must also do it on the other end. Meaning, the first one, as you can see, is a triangle. Then the first rectangle, I make it bold. let us look at the first bold rectangle. The first bold rectangle. We have this shorter side, this side on the right, on the left side, and this shorter side on the right side. So this side on the left side, I will call it A, and this side I will call it B. You do not need to label. So which side between A and B is above the other? A is above, ne? Yes. So A is above B. So because A is above, I'm going to use side A together with the side of the next rectangle. Because A is above, I'm going to use A and the next rectangle. So on side A, we have the corner here, the top one and the bottom one. I'm also going to do the same as on this other side. The top rectangle, we have the top side and the bottom side. So what do? We take a ruler, you put at the bottom, of this corner and the bottom of that other corner. Do you see? Also at the top and at the top. We are going to draw a small arc, which it will end on this line and also that line. And that arc, it must not be drawn in between this bold rectangle. So there we go. Bottom and bottom. Should I draw my arc here? Here. I cannot draw, ne? Because the moment I draw here, I'm drawing in between the bold rectangle. So therefore, it means I will draw it on the other side, here. I put it on top and on top. Can I draw it here? Yes, I can draw it here. But here, what about here? I cannot draw because the moment I draw here, I'm drawing it inside a bold rectangle. Same applies as the one on top. This side is above this side. Therefore, the bottom corner of the above side on the first rectangle and the bottom corner on the other rectangle, I will draw an arc there. I put on top and on top, I draw an arc. in between this arc, can you see you have that arc and this arc. In between this arc, you have this point there and the point here. You put your ruler, then you put a mark, also a mark. Same applies at the bottom. You put a mark, you also place a mark. And if you check that mark, this mark which I have done is in between that line. It's in between here. It's in between there and there. It's in the center between there and there. So from there, you draw a line, the longer distance from that mark. Take the longer distance. So from the mark which you have made, this one and that one, you draw a line from it till to the center, like that one. Even on this other side, we do the same, till to the center. Same applies here. From that mark until to the center line. Until to the center. And do not take this line to the center there. That would be wrong. As you can see, it ends up making sort of a tick. from the center up until there, you draw a line. Can you see this line? It's like it's parallel to this one. Same applies this side. You draw a line from there up until to the center. Do not draw it from here up until there. Can you see there's no line which is parallel? If you draw it from there to there, there's no line which is parallel to it this side. But when you draw it from there to there, you can see this one is parallel to this one. So you make that one bold there. Even at the bottom, you make that one bold. Lastly, from here, you make center line. You make center line even on this line. Center line, center line. Remember, initially you drawn using fade line. So that fade line make it a center line. The middle one, it was already a center line. The reason here you are making it center line is to show that here there are threads. You were supposed to draw threads here. The question wants you to draw threads from this end up until the other end. And the question said you must draw conventional. Conventional, it means you need to draw 2 threads at the bottom, you skip, and at the end you draw another threads. But in between, you must show with the use of center lines that this one you were supposed to have threads. This center line shows that you were supposed to have threads. Hence is called conventional. So this is an external square thread, left-handed. Use the same information, this one. But now, instead of a left hand, you draw a right hand. That will be your homework. I'll see it tomorrow.